So what's up, guys? We've discussed alkalis and alkali earth metals in the S block. It is time to move to a new block of the periodic table, the P block. In this block, we find all kinds of elements, metals, metalloids, and non-metals. We'll begin by talking about the metals in groups 3 to 6, then the non-metals, and then the metalloids in these groups. Let's get started immediately with the metals in group 3. These metals are known as weak metals. Why? Well, you should always remember that electropositivity and other metallic properties decrease as you move to the right of the periodic table. By the time we get to these elements, the metallic properties of elements are so weak that we can appropriately call them weak metals. The first weak metal we will talk about is the most popular, aluminium. It is used to make a lot of materials, from windows to foils used for wrapping food to pots and pans we use for cooking. It is a shiny metal which melts at 660 degrees Celsius. Aluminium is trivalent, meaning that it has 3 electrons in its outermost shell. It can either donate these electrons to form electrovalent compounds, as it does with bromine, or it could share these electrons and form covalent molecules, as it does with fluorine. Aluminium reacts with steam above 600 degrees Celsius to form aluminium oxide. Both aluminium oxide and aluminium hydroxide are what we call amphoteric substances, meaning that they have both acidic and basic properties. They can neutralize acids to form normal salts, but they can also neutralize bases to form complex salts. Let's move on to the rest of the metals in group 3. They are gallium, indium, and thallium. At room temperature, these metals are really soft. In fact, gallium is so soft that it melts at 29 degrees Celsius and breaks very easily, while you can cut through indium and thallium with a knife. Thallium is the most reactive because, as we have learned, reactivity increases down the group. It also tarnishes in air because its surface reacts with oxygen to form thallium oxide. Unlike aluminium, these metals exhibit 2 oxidation states of +3 and +1. They do not form as many covalent compounds like aluminium, but when they do, it is in the +3 oxidation state. These metals are not as widely used as aluminium, but they find many other uses. Gallium and indium are used to manufacture many semiconductors and photocells, and these are very useful in making electrical equipment. Your laptops and smartphones probably have some of these elements in them. Thallium is also used in making some photocells, but it is greatly used in making undersea lamps. If you are going scuba diving, you will need some of these thallium lamps. I hope you remember these weak metals. Here is a summary of all we have learned about them so far. Aluminium can form both covalent and electrovalent compounds. It reacts with steam at 600 degrees Celsius to form aluminium oxide. Both its oxides and its hydroxides are amphoteric, meaning that they can neutralize both acids and bases. Gallium, indium, and thallium are soft metals at room temperature. They have 2 oxidation states of +1 and +3. See you in the next lesson.